Shrinking with age. Oh, I'm just clumsy. My posture has always been bad. It's aging. No. What if I tell you none of that is normal and your bones are already thinning without you knowing? Nails after 40. That tiny ignored detail you blame on aging could be quietly exposing what's happening inside. Half of women over 50 will break a bone because of osteoporosis. I'm a fitness and life coach who believes our bodies tell us stories long before a medical chart does. Osteoporosis is a condition where bones lose density and become fragile. It's a silent disease. You often don't feel anything until something snaps. But there are subtle signs, and I want to help you catch the whispers before the shout. These are 7 common phrases that can indicate bone loss. Welcome to Fit, Eat, Fuel Explained. In this video, we'll break them down one by one. And number 5 is a major red flag, so make sure you stay till the end. Let's start with the first one. I'm just getting shorter. We all lose a bit of height by the end of a long day because gravity compresses us. What's not normal? Losing a centimeter or more over months or years. That usually isn't shrinking, it's compression fractures. Osteoporosis weakens the vertebrae, the small bones stacked in your spine. When they lose density, they can partially collapse under your own body weight. Not from a fall, not from trauma, just from standing, bending, living. You don't always feel it happen. There's no dramatic snap, just a slow loss of height and a subtle curve forming in the upper back. That's structural change, not aging. If your pants are longer, your posture is rounding, or you're visibly shorter than you were in your 40s, that's your spine asking for evaluation, not a joke about getting older. Do yourself a favor. Mark your height on a wall or compare it to an old medical record. If you've shrunk noticeably, especially if your head is starting to jut forward or a little hump is forming, bring it up with your doctor. Meanwhile, work on standing tall. Pilates, yoga, and strength work can help the muscles that support your spine. My back always hurts. If you're over 45, most probably your back pain is not muscular, but because of osteoporosis. One of my clients blamed her desk job for months until we measured her and realized she lost 3 centimeters of height. This is what worries me. The aches that start after something minor, picking up a light basket, or even leaning over awkwardly. When vertebrae lose density, they can crack or compress under very minor load, which can be tiny vertebral fractures. If your back pain came out of nowhere, doesn't ease with rest, or makes you feel shorter, hit pause. Don't just pop painkillers and power through. Make a note of when it started and what you were doing. Then mention it at your next appointment, especially if you're over 45. Your spine might be asking for help. I broke my wrist/hip/ankle. Breaking a bone from a car accident or skiing crash makes sense. Breaking a bone from tripping on the sidewalk or stepping off a curb? That's a clear sign of low bone density. Low-impact fractures are classic signs of weak bones. If you fractured your wrist, hip, spine, or ribs after a minor fall, your skeleton is waving a red flag. Even one low-impact fracture should prompt a conversation about bone density, as bone mass naturally declines after 40, so it's better to check your foundation. Don't chalk it up to bad luck. Fix the break, yes, but also ask your doctor about a bone scan. Your bones aren't trying to betray you, they're asking for help. My posture has always been bad. Slouching is a habit. Progressive rounding of the upper back is not. Kyphosis, that's the medical term for the rounded, forward-curving upper back that many people notice in their 40s and 50s. It doesn't start as a dramatic hump. It starts subtly, shoulders creeping forward, your neck sticking out, or a little hump forming at the top of your spine. It often comes from weak spinal muscles and vertebrae that have collapsed over time. It sneaks up on you. You might catch yourself tugging at your shirt because it doesn't hang the same anymore. Posture exercises and yoga are great. They help strengthen the muscles along your back, but they don't rebuild collapsed bones. Track your height and posture in photos, and if you see changes you can't explain, share them with your healthcare provider. My gums are receding and my nails are breaking. This is the tiny red flag we often blame on aging, but it isn't just cosmetic. After 50, millions of adults have low bone mass and don't know it. Your mouth and nails might seem like odd places to look for bone health, but receding gums and loose teeth can point to bone loss in the jaw. Brittle nails, or nails that split easily, sometimes reflect low calcium or nutrient deficiencies, which is highly proportional to your bone mass too. If your dentist comments on bone loss around your teeth, or you notice your nails breaking more than usual, combine that information with any height or posture changes. It doesn't diagnose osteoporosis on its own, but it's worth noting. Strengthening your bones isn't just about what you can see. It's about supporting the entire framework, including your jaw. I can't open jars anymore. Grip strength isn't just about jars. It's one of the simplest markers of overall muscle and bone health as we age. After 50, muscle mass declines steadily unless we actively train it, and bone responds to muscle. When the muscle pulls on bone, it stimulates it to stay dense. And when the muscle weakens, the stimulus decreases, leading to low bone density. Research links weaker grip strength with lower bone density, which reflects overall strength loss, not just in hand. If carrying groceries feels harder, or you're down from 20 push-ups to struggling with 5, pay attention. Try a simple chair test. Sit down and stand up as many times as you can without using your hands in 30 seconds. If the number goes down over time, you're losing functional strength. The antidote is resistance training. Even light weights or resistance bands twice a week tell your bones to lay down new tissue and help your grip. I'm walking slower, moving more cautiously. Finally, pay attention to how you move. Are you walking slower, stepping gingerly off curbs, or avoiding stairs because you feel unsteady? Loss of leg strength, poor balance, and fear of falling are part of frailty, which clusters with low bone density. Frailty is when bone density drops. It often travels with muscle loss and reduced balance. Slowing down doesn't automatically mean osteoporosis, but combined with other signs, it suggests your musculoskeletal system needs attention. Try this. Stand on one leg near a chair for 10 seconds. Can you do it without wobbling or grabbing the chair? Balance training is as important as cardio. And if you're slowing down because you're afraid of falling, take that as a cue to build strength and talk to a professional. Keep building your bone bank with movement, protein, calcium, and vitamin D. Especially if you're over 50 or postmenopausal, it's time to have a conversation with your doctor about a bone density scan. Osteoporosis is largely preventable. By listening to your body's whispers now, you can avoid a shout later. You don't need to self-diagnose. You just need to pay attention. If even a couple of these signs felt familiar, don't ignore them. Your body is giving you early signals. And if you want to understand your body better and stay ahead of issues like this, make sure you're subscribed to Fit, Eat, Fuel Explained.